The thing about getting sales every day is that it adds up, gang. If you want to have those 5K, 10K, 20K months, those big months, it adds up when you have the site open for 30 days and you're getting sales every day, every day. You gatekeeping your brand to the point where it's hurting your sales. Imagine you try to go to Nike store and they're like, nah, twin, nah, we just not selling today, gang. You gonna be like, what? What you mean we're not selling today, bro? Your clothing brand is not only about you, it's about what the people want. If your customers don't want it, who are you gonna sell it to? You can have 1 million followers, but if nobody rocking with you, I don't want you in my brand like that.
It's showtime!
Twin, that's you? Yeah, you feel me, boy. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Showtime Marv back with another video, man. Yeah. If you don't know who I am, I'm a 5-figure clothing brand owner, and on this channel, I break down pretty much everything clothing brand related, including my behind the scenes, my drop days, how I plan my drops, how I scale my brand, literally everything. On this channel, we basically a family, and I talk to y'all like, you feel me, like we family, like I just said. So yeah, on today's episode, today's video, man, I'm gonna be breaking down how to get daily sales for your clothing brand. A lot of y'all want to have that Shopify going crazy. You want to be hearing the cha-ching when you walk in, you feel me, you just doing your day-to-day business. You want to be hearing that cha-ching, cha-ching. So that's what this video is for, you feel me? It's not all about bread, but I'm gonna be giving y'all some free game on how to just get them daily sales. Now, why should you even want to get daily sales to begin with? The thing about getting sales every day is that it adds up, gang. If you want to have those 5K, 10K, 20K months, those big months, it adds up when you have the site open for 30 days and you're getting sales every day, every day. It just adds up, gang. These are the numbers I did in December alone, and I didn't have no crazy big drop in December. I had a small collection drop, but the site was open all 30 days, so I was getting sales every day, and it just added up. Yeah, let's get straight into it though. So it's really 7 key steps on how to achieve this, and I'm gonna just break it down step by step by step. So even if you're not like the smartest person in the world, man, this video should be able to show you how to literally get them daily sales for your clothing brand. Step number 1, if you watch all my videos, you've heard this step before, and it's having a good product. Look, I know y'all probably tired of hearing it, but if a product is whack, it's gonna be 10 times harder to sell, gang. Take your time and create something tough. Take your time and create something unique. Create something that people haven't seen before, because this is gonna make it so much easier for your clothing brand to just get eyes on it, for people to see your clothing brand and actually wanna buy. Because if you one of these copy and paste brands, which we getting tired of seeing it. If you one of those copy and paste brands, it's gonna be harder to get them daily sales. It's gonna be harder to market. Of course, you can still market, you can still do all that, but make it easy on yourself and do your work ahead of time. You feel me? Like I said, I'm giving y'all 7 simple steps, bro. This is step 1. Have a good product. Have something fire that you try to sell. So take your time, bro. I believe in you. You can do it, bro. You don't have to be one of these copy and paste brands, twin. Like, I believe in you, gang. Like, you can do it. You really could do it if you wanted to. If you really try hard, be creative, look at what people like, study the market, bro. Study the clothing brand game. Look at what people like. You are the only person with your perspective on the world. So put your unique perspective, put your unique twist on stuff that you see works. You don't have to reinvent the whole wheel when it comes to this fashion stuff. Just little tweaks and little things that are creative. For example, maybe you see rhinestones are popping off and you implement rhinestones beautifully into your piece. Something like that, you feel me? See what people are messing with at the time and just make it your own. You got this, gang. Step number 2 is gonna be keeping your website open 24/7. Twin, if you wanna get sales every day, your product's gotta be available. Your site has to be open. It seems pretty obvious, but you'd be surprised how many of these brands have their website closed longer than they have it open. Like, gang, I know you want to build the hype. I know you're trying to get people to have that fear of missing out, build that scarcity, but how are you gonna sell if your website is locked? If your website is locked, if you're not selling, you're not making money. At the end of the day, clothing brands are a business. So if you're not making money, what business do you really have, gang? I get it. If you're trying to have a drop that's really hyped, okay, close your website, build up that email list, that SMS list. But once it's time to open that website, go crazy. And I recommend leaving it open as long as possible, because like I said, the longer you have it open, these days gonna build in. Y'all don't realize, for example, brands like Gucci, like Louis V, they always are selling. They are always selling. Imagine you try to go to the Louis store. Imagine you try to go to Nike store and they're like, nah, twin, nah, we just not selling today, gang. You gonna be like, what? What you mean we're not selling today, bro? You feel me? They're always selling. So you should have that same mindset. It is a business. If you're not selling, if you're not making money, then you're stagnant or you're even going backwards. So And think about it this way too. People like to spontaneously buy stuff. Let's say you drop in one weekend a month. People might not have money on hand that day. People might not feel like buying that day. And they might just not rock with your brand just because they couldn't get it at the time. Imagine somebody's looking at your clothes for a minute. They just waiting to get paid. I know people lie. They be like, yo, bro, I'm gonna buy when I get paid. A lot of times they be cap. But some people, this is actually the case. Like, they wait till they get paid. Let's say they wait until they get paid, and by the time they're trying to buy, your site is closed. You're cooked, gang. So leave that site open. Let people buy. Well, you gatekeeping your brand to the point where it's hurting your sales. You gatekeeping your brand to the point where it's hurting your sales. Think about that. And this clothing brand stuff is a numbers game. Think about it this way. Let's say you're selling a $60 hoodie. And let's say you sell just 3 of these $60 hoodies every day for 1 month. By the end of the month, you would have made 5 bands in revenue. That's the power of keeping the site open and getting sales every day. And last point on your website, make sure your website is clean, gang. I better not go to any of y'all websites and see all that ugly inner screen junk, all the distracting music and all this slowing down your website. Bro, make it easy for the customer to buy. Some of y'all make it like a whole obstacle course. I'm on your website trying to purchase. It's like an obstacle course. Twin, you want me to purchase or not, gang? You feel me? Do you want people to buy from your brand or not? Why you y'all be gatekeeping y'all brand, y'all have y'all site closed, and when it's open, it's like an obstacle course to buy? Make it make sense, gang. Hey, I'm saying this out of love for y'all. I'm trying to help y'all out. So make it easy for your customer to buy. Try to make it a just clean white background. Present your products. Look at all the big brands. Look at how the websites be clean, simplistic. You don't got to do the most on your website, bro. I don't know why that became such a trend. A lot of these brands be having all these extra stuff. The objective of the website is to make it as easy as possible to get your customer from point A to point B. Point A being entering the website, point B being purchasing. Make it easy for them, you feel me? And if you haven't made your website yet, use my link in the description to start off on Shopify. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I believe it's the best platform for clothing brands starting off. Use my link in the description to start off with a $1 per month trial. And if you're not feeling it, you can cancel it at any time, of course. All right, so step number 3. Next step is gonna be inventory. If you're gonna be keeping your website open every day, you gotta have pieces available every day. A lot of brands think it's cool, they think it's a flex to sell out, but the thing about selling out is once you sell out, you can't sell anymore. It seems like a lot of the stuff I'm saying is obvious, but we don't really think about it. We try to do all what we see other people doing. Do what works, gang. Don't try to do what everybody else is doing. Do what works. You need to have stuff available. How do you do this? You're gonna have to order things ahead of time. You gotta understand, if your manufacturer is in China or Pakistan overseas, it takes weeks for your products to come in. It's gonna take weeks for your products to come in. So you gotta stay ahead of the curve. You gotta be ordering your inventory ahead of time. You wanna always have some sort of stock if you're gonna keep your website open, because once you sell out, you can't make any more money, gang. Like, you can't make money if you're sold out. You can't sell what you don't have, basically. Unless you're doing pre-order, but that's a whole nother video. So in terms of ordering inventory, gang, stay ahead of the curve. Get your inventory coming in early ahead of time, or you could do print on demand. I don't know if I suggest print on demand for all y'all, because some of y'all have some really intricate pieces. Print on demand is more for like simplistic designs, like simple designs, you feel me? Just a logo. Low-key like this hoodie, you feel me? Just like a logo, you feel me? This is DTG. Print on demand, you can do like simple designs, but if you have a cut and sew manufacturer, order your stuff ahead of time. Like I said, stay ahead of the curve. Or you could have a local manufacturer, like a print shop that is local. That's actually what I do. Not all of y'all have access to local manufacturers like in your city or in your state. So I can't tell all y'all to do that, but if you are able to do that, that's a big plus, because you can have customers order and you can ship it right out, and you can always keep your website open because you know your manufacturer, the print shop that you're working with, is right down the street. You feel me? The print shop you're working with is local, so it's not going to take weeks for it to ship overseas from China. You feel me? It's a whole different process. So this is going to look different for everybody, but my main point is to have inventory, have stuff available. However you got to do it, figure it out. And if you can't figure it out, twin, this clothing brand stuff is not easy. Being a brand owner means being a problem solver. If you can't figure out how you're gonna constantly have stuff available, bro, there's a lot of other bigger problems that you're gonna have to figure out. So I don't know if the clothing brand stuff for you, gang. I don't know. It ain't for everybody. All right, fam. So step number 4 is gonna be posting consistently. You gotta post consistently, gang. I know TikTok's about to get banned, so TikTok is kind of, I still would be posting on TikTok. Don't get me wrong. In the meantime, keep posting on TikTok. But most of your focus should be on Instagram Reels. and just Instagram in general. Instagram Reels, you should be posting at least 4 times a week, gang. I would aim for every day, but you don't want to sacrifice quality, okay? So at least 4 times a week, especially if you're on the come up, and you should be focusing on high quality posts. Bro, this clothing brand stuff is a monkey see, monkey do type of game. You just gotta see what other people are doing and be better. So don't copy other people, but see what works and be better. Like I see right now, skits are popping off for clothing brands. A lot of people doing these funny videos and they're just going crazy. I'll put an example right here.
Yo, hey, what jacket you got on? That look nice.
This one's already his.
Hey, let me find the material right quick.
I don't know about that.
Trust me, I'm not gonna take it.
Okay.
How much
It's
you
nice.
pay for it?
80, but it really should have been 200.
200?
Or it could just be them videos where you just showing off the pieces, you feel me? Them lifestyle videos. It might be whatever, gang. But all I know is you gotta be posting consistently. And let me tell you why posting consistently is so big for getting these daily sales. Let me break it down this way. If you posted 4 to 7 times a week, bro, 3 months down the line, you would have had so much content circulating around the algorithm, and the algorithm rewards consistency. So not only are you gonna have all this content out, but this content is gonna be getting traction. Like people are probably gonna be interacting with it. You're gonna get better at making content. Just be consistent. Like as your content improves, you're gonna get more interaction, and you're getting these people as followers. These people are following your page. They're looking at your website, and what I want y'all to understand is that people might not buy the first time. That's just true. Think about it. Do you buy things the first time you ever see it? Most people, the answer is no. They got to see things a few times. So you want to get yourself in front of people's eyes as much as possible. And how do you do this? By posting consistently. Good content consistently. Bro, I'm not saying to go to your backyard with L lighting and shoot a quick video, post it every day. No, because bad content isn't really going to get you anywhere. Posting good content consistently is what's gonna pay off. Like I said, people probably not buying the first time that they see it, but keep it in front of their face. If the clothing is good and the content is good, eventually they're probably gonna purchase, gang. And the cool thing about posting consistently, like I said, so like for my brand, I literally have posts that I posted months ago that still get me sales to this day. I like to call this the snowball effect. Basically, over time, it just gets more and more traction. Like think of a little snowball rolling down a hill and getting bigger and bigger. Over time, your videos get more traction, the comments, people interacting, all that, your page starts popping, and you just gonna see these daily sales, bro. You gonna see them daily sales. I mean, it works for me. So if y'all do it correctly, it's probably gonna work for you, gang. I want y'all to look at this screenshot. In the last 30 days alone, my clothing brand had 144,000 views, gang. 144,000 views. That's 144 times that my brand was seen. Over 40,000 people had a chance of purchasing my brand. If y'all do the math, I'm selling $55 products. 44,000 times 55 is over 2 million, gang. It's over 2 million, gang. Obviously, not everybody's gonna purchase. I ain't never do no $1 million month. But the point is, so many people are seeing my brand. Of course, I'm getting daily sales. That's how it works. This is why the earlier steps are so important. Having a good product. Think about it, gang. If so many people are seeing your stuff and it's a good product, you're gonna get sales. You're gonna get sales. Like, don't overcomplicate it. Put your brand in front of people's faces, gang, but do it in a smart way. Do it in a smart way. Don't be like, buy. With this clothing brand stuff, people don't like being sold to. People like choosing to buy. So how can you get people to choose to buy? Hey, that's a gem. All right, so the next step is dropping new pieces every 1 to 2 months. You got to be dropping consistently, gang. And the reason for this is to build that customer base. A brand is built off of returning customers. If you can't get people coming back for more, do you really have a brand? Or are you just getting quick sales here and there? Think of like Amazon. They customers use it over and over and over and over. You want your brand to be to the point where you're dropping new stuff and your people coming back for more. But don't get it twisted. You should have a winning product. You need to have a winning product. Like, once you find a product that works, I'm not saying take it off the site and just be like, nah, I need to drop new stuff. No, sell both. Why not keep the winning products and drop new stuff so you can keep getting new customers and have the returning customers? Gang, this is how you do business. This is how you build a brand. I'm dropping gems right now. This shouldn't be free. Oh my goodness, bro. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed for some reason. Like, gang, if you're not subscribed, bro, I don't know why you're not subscribed. I'm dropping gems right now. Like, hit that subscribe button right now. Sorry, like I was saying, man, drop consistently. Give the people what they want. You don't want to get complacent too. Like, this helps you to keep going. This helps you to not get complacent. Even with my brand, like, I had a winning product and I was getting complacent. Like, I ain't gonna lie, we ran up over 30K off this product and I started to get kind of complacent. I started to chill back, you feel me? I had the sales coming in, but I'm like, wait, hold on. Job's not finished, man. Show the clip, man. I love this clip.
Job's not finished. Job finished? No, I don't think so.
Sorry, I spam this clip probably every video. I love that clip, bro. This hoodie right here, you feel me? One of my new products. I was like, I gotta keep it going. I gotta drop new stuff because I want people to be able to come back. I want my brand to be somewhere where you shop, you come back. Do you want to have a brand that's a one-hit wonder? Do you want to have a one-hit wonder brand, gang? Because if you do, that's not a brand, like I said. And when you're dropping new pieces, this is a mistake I see a lot of people make. Like, you'll see one of the brand's products and you'll see their new product and it'll look like two whole different brands. Like, they don't have any similar messages. They don't have any similar style, aesthetic. You like, gang, this is the same brand? Twin, what? Don't be that brand. I low-key should have said this with good products, but you got to have a brand identity. So what is your brand's message? What is your brand's purpose? What is your aesthetic? It should all go together. It's like art. This clothing brand stuff is art, gang. Of course, not every drop should be the same. Of course, different drops can have different type of appeals and stuff like that. But it's still the same brand. You feel me? Nike is always going to be an athletic brand. You feel me? Gucci's always going to be a luxury brand. You wouldn't really see these brands drop stuff that derails from their brand image. So figure out what yours is. And once you do that, don't look back. Listen to what your customers want too, you feel me? Some of these brand owners, they drop stuff, they customers don't want it. They like, they don't really get the good feedback when they previewing it and all that. Customers like, we don't really want that. We don't really want that. But the brand owner's like, here, buy it. They drop it anyways. Nobody buys it. Why are we surprised, bro? Why are we surprised? If your customers don't want it, who are you going to sell it to? Who are you going to sell it to? If you want to get daily sales, make your customers happy. Learn how to provide value to the world and you'll eat forever. This ain't just about getting sales. This is about making money in general. If you can provide value, if you can serve others, you will always be able to make money. Money comes to people who serve others. Some of y'all focus too much on the money, bro. It sounds kind of crazy to say, right? Like, isn't that the whole point of business, to make money? Yes, but some of y'all are so focused on the money that you'll do anything for it. You'll drop some whack products because you think it's gonna make you money, and then you end up not making money because it's whack. Gang, you drop stuff that your customers don't want because you think it's gonna make you money, and it doesn't make you any money, and you confused. Twin, serve people, help people with your clothing, solve a problem with your clothing. You might be wondering, how do you solve a problem with clothing? Figure out what people want and give it to them. Let's not overcomplicate it. Figure out what the people want and give it to them. Give the streets what they want, gang. With this clothing brand stuff, give the people what they want, bro. Your clothing brand is not only about you, it's about what the people want. So that's why I recommend having a brand image that you actually like. Because I wouldn't want to be stuck making products that I hate. You feel me? I don't know about you. I wouldn't want to be stuck making products that I don't even like to make. So from the jump, figure out stuff that you like to make. Figure out what you actually love and express it through clothes. Find the people that want it and sell to them. Figure out your target audience. You don't have to sell to everybody. You just have to find your target audience. It's over 8 billion people on the planet, gang. You don't have to sell to everybody. Figure out your niche and stick to it. Sorry, y'all. I kind of went on a rant over there talking about dropping consistently, but this stuff means something to me, man. It's important, y'all. Lock in.
This means something to me, man.
Step number 6 is influencer marketing. Let me put y'all on even more game. You got to learn how to utilize OPA, other people's audiences. This is really a hack. This is a hack to getting daily sales interaction every single day. Bro, imagine if I told you that there's literally people that your customers watch every day to get inspo on what to wear. Wouldn't you think to yourself, I want these people in my clothing, right? So why don't I give my clothing to the people who are going to show it off to my customers, bro? This clothing brand stuff is not easy, but it's very, very simple. So influencer marketing is self-explanatory. You get influencers in your clothing, okay? And one problem is that when a lot of y'all think of influencer marketing, you think of like Kai Cenat, you think of Duke Dennis, you think of kind of like celebrities. Influencers don't have to be celebrities. Influencers just have to be the people that your target audience watches, or the people that your target audience will see. So if you have a fitness brand, get it in front of athletic content creators. If you have a streetwear brand, get it in front of those people who be making those fit videos. Figure out where your target audience be at. What do they watch? What do they like? And basically give your clothing to the people who are in those spaces. This is gonna help you get them daily sales. I'm telling y'all, because if you get your clothing to the right influencers, and it's a continuous process, by the way, it just adds up. All this stuff is adding up. And don't focus too much on follower count. Yes, follower count does matter, but it doesn't matter to the extent that you think. Interaction over follower count. any day of the week. You can have 1 million followers, but if nobody rocking with you, I don't want you in my brand like that. I want the people who are gonna have interaction. Look at their likes, look at their comments, see if people actually care about what they're doing. You feel me? Get these people in your brand. Like, reach out to them. You might have to pay some of them, you might not. See if they're willing to make content in exchange for a free piece. Some of them charge. That's okay. Charge it to the game. You feel me? If your piece is hard, you have a higher chance of not being charged by these influencers. I'm telling y'all right now, I've seen it happen with my brand. I know how this works. Trust me. But yeah, it's important to work with content creators who make good content because you can repurpose this content. And I'm going to get more into this on the next step, but some of y'all aren't the best at making content, and that's okay. You can learn how to make content better, but you could also work with people who already are good at making content. These influencers have built audiences from making content, and hopefully the right type of content that your audience is watching anyway. It's really a win-win. They make good content, they get your pieces in front of the right people. I don't see the negative, bro. If you scared to spend a couple extra bucks to get a promo, you're in the wrong business, buddy, because in clothing, you have to spend money to make money. But like I said, you do get that privilege. If your brand is hard, they probably not gonna charge. You feel what I'm saying? If your brand is hard, they probably not gonna charge. All right, the last and final step is the secret sauce: paid ads. Hey, hopefully y'all have implemented all the other steps up to this point, because if you don't have a good product, if you don't have good content, if you don't have a good website, don't do paid ads. Don't do paid ads, bro. All that paid ads does is get your brand in front of more people. So if you put in whack stuff in front of more people's eyes, it's still whack. It doesn't change the fact that your brand is still whack, gang. So don't be. You feel me? Focus on all the previous steps before you implement paid ads. But this is assuming that you did everything else. You already have a good product. You already have a clean website. You already make good content or are working with influencers that make good content for you. Now, it's pretty much like putting gas to a fire, bro. It's finna blow up. You feel me? It's finna go crazy. Like, if you have all these things and you're putting it in front of more people's eyes, you're gonna get sales. Like, you feel me? You're gonna get sales. Paid ads is that secret sauce to getting those daily sales. I recommend using Meta. I've seen Meta work for me, but you could also use like TikTok ads for now before they get banned. Snapchat, I guess. I don't really get into all that other stuff, but Meta, which is Facebook and Instagram, especially Instagram. I don't really do Facebook, but if y'all don't know, Meta basically owns Facebook and Instagram, so you can choose which platforms you want to have your ads ran on. I recommend Instagram for a lot of y'all streetwear brands, but it depends who you're selling to. If you're selling to like an older audience that's going to be on Facebook, obviously then you'd use Meta for Facebook ads. It really depends. But the point being, paid ads are really, that's a secret sauce if you know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing. It takes time to learn though. So at this point, if you're going to start doing paid ads, I would recommend having a few hundred ready to spend on ads, like ready to spend on testing, because it's expensive. It gets expensive. Like I said, it's important to have all the other stuff solidified. This is the secret sauce. This is like the cherry on top. If you have all the other stuff going for you, this is how you scale to get those consistent 10, 20K months. But of course, you could also do 10K months without even using ads. Like in December, I did 7K mostly organic. Like I barely did any paid ads. Yeah, but see what works for you, twin. By the time you're running paid ads, you should have seen what people like. You should have seen what content is good. Like at this point in time, it's really just amplifying what's already worked for you, okay? So boom, y'all, that is how you get them daily sales for your clothing brand. If you implemented all these steps correctly, you should be getting them sales every single day for your clothing brand. Also, y'all, Editor Marv here. I low-key forgot to mention just like being patient during this process of growing your brand, especially if you're earlier on in your journey. Understand that business is ups and downs. Like even once you start getting motion with your brand, you're probably still gonna see days where you have 0 sales, and that's just business and being an entrepreneur. There's ups and downs, but don't be discouraged. Just enjoy the process and truly find the beauty in serving others. And like I said, once you get really good at that, God willing, the money will come. If you learned anything, hit that subscribe button and join the family. I'm always dropping free game like this, and I'm getting mad consistent. I know y'all see, when have I ever posted 2-3 videos back to back to back? You feel me? We back. 2025, we here. All right, let me relax, man. It's literally the morning here. Like, let me chill out, man. Also, before you go, man, all this money, all this clothing, all this stuff is temporary, bro. Live for Jesus, give your life to Christ, and you will experience eternal life in heaven. Romans 10:9, man. I love you. Jesus loves you more, and I'm out, man. God bless.
It's showtime!